Hi, Kristine. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. You're known in Denver as something of an expert around restorative yoga, and I know you and I are doing a bit of a co-workshop around that coming up soon. But personally, I found restorative yoga to be a kind of boon of sorts. It's so easy to forget what it's like to just be so saturatedly satisfied with the sense of groundedness and clarity, and the world just kind of bounces off me at that point as I'm less reactive and settle into my nervous system. And I'd like you to, well, you've offered to share just the most basic practice. So here's a scenario. If it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and adrenal fatigue starts to set in and there's this sense of heaviness, we could reach for that next cup of coffee or something satisfying and integrated. Just could you share like a 10-minute practice with us?
Yeah, so what's really cool about restorative yoga is that in 10 minutes, you can do one pose. And so it's a practice of being versus doing. And that I think is really the key to the replenishment that we are receiving, is that we are just coming to a full stop and getting really quiet in our bodies and our minds and allowing the grounding qualities of the practice as well as the refreshing qualities of the practice to come to the forefront and bring us back to a place of balance. So, of all of the restorative poses, and they are all wonderful, I find that this one is the best one for the scenario that you just described. It's the end of the day, you've been on your feet, you've spent a lot of time probably thinking, and this is an opportunity to get your feet up and let your energies just settle while at the same time being refilled and replenished. So you can do this without, if you have a chair or a couch, you put your legs up on it and rest. So that will look like this. If you do have a couple extra blankets, you can put one under your hips and then have a small roll under your neck. So I've got my feet up on the chair, the couch, gentle bit of support under the back of my neck. And you can take a few deep breaths to settle in, feel the weight of your body releasing into the support beneath you. And acknowledge that this is the time that you have intentionally set aside for yourself to be replenished and recharged. I often think about restorative yoga as being one practice that literally plugs us back into the earth, as if we were plugging an electrical device back into an outlet, which charges it up with its power. So this is option A. Another really lovely option for those who might find that they've been rounded forward over their computer, kind of in this position, is to take your blanket and roll it up and use it as a chest opener. So I roll it up and I put it under my spine. Same pose. Now I've got a little counter pose to my rounded shoulder position, and my breath just opens and deepens here. Wonderful way to open back up your chest, your heart, your lungs after a long day of typing on a computer or working with your hands in front of you and shoulders rounding. So I'll just be here. You guys have a good time, and I'll see you later.
Thank you, Kristine.
You're welcome.
Being with you here in the near future at our upcoming restorative workshop offered on a pay-what-you-can basis, one of Denver Yoga Underground's signature offerings. So look forward to seeing you there. There's a link somewhere around Be Well, and I'll look forward to practicing that technique myself. Ciao.